Have you ever wondered how a seemingly routine defense procurement deal can turn into a national scandal? Well, buckle up, because the Raphael Scandal is one such story that is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. In the year 2016, a deal was struck between the Indian government and French company, Dassault Aviation. The agreement was simple. India would purchase 36 Raphael fighter jets to bolster its air force. But as it turned out, this wasn't just a straightforward defense deal. As the layers of this complex affair started to peel back, it became clear that the government had bypassed established procedures in favor of a particular businessman, Anil Ambani. Now, here's the kicker. Mr. Ambani had no prior experience in the defense sector. The deal was signed without a whiff of a tendering process, and the price tag of each jet was inflated by an astronomical amount running into thousands of crores. The opposition parties didn't take this lying down. They raised a storm, alleging that the government had not only compromised national security but was also knee-deep in crony capitalism. The deal, which should have been a routine defense procurement, was shrouded in deception and corruption. The scandal took a further nosedive into controversy when it was revealed that the Prime Minister's office had stepped in to intervene in the deal. This was despite the objections of the Ministry of Defense. To add fuel to the fire, a report by the CAG revealed that the deal was overpriced and that the government had conveniently waived off several critical clauses, including the anti-corruption clause. The Raphael deal soon became a hotbed of allegations and controversies. But as we delve deeper into this scandal, you'll see that this is just the tip of the iceberg. So stay tuned as we unravel the twists and turns of the Raphael scandal in the next scene. As the layers of the Raphael scandal started to peel away, the revelations were shocking. The government's decision to slash the number of Raphael jets from 126 to a measly 36 was a move that caught everyone off guard. This decision was made despite the Indian Air Force's repeated pleas for more jets, a decision that has raised serious concerns about our national security. The question on everyone's lips was, why would the government reduce the number of jets when our defense needs were clearly on the rise? Then came the shocking allegations of the Prime Minister's office's intervention. The PMO, it was alleged, had taken an active role in the deal, overriding the objections of the Ministry of Defense. This was a direct violation of the established protocols and a clear case of executive overreach. But the twists and turns didn't stop there. The Comptroller and Auditor General's report came out, and it was like a bombshell. The report revealed that the deal was significantly overpriced and that the government had waived off several crucial clauses, including the anti-corruption clause. This was a slap in the face of the principles of transparency and accountability that our democracy is built on. The impact of these decisions on national security is hard to understate. With fewer jets, our defense capabilities have been compromised. The disregard for established procedures and the alleged involvement of the PMO have raised serious questions about the government's commitment to national security. The Raphael scandal, it turned out, was not just about a defense deal gone wrong. It was a saga of corruption and crony capitalism, of executive overreach, and a disregard for established procedures. It was a scandal that shook the very foundations of our democracy. The Raphael scandal was no longer just about a defense deal. It was about the very principles our democracy stands on. In the face of such a scandal, what does the nation demand? The answer is as simple as it is profound. Accountability. The Raphael scandal is more than just a case of financial mismanagement or corrupt practices. It's a question of how our democratic system, built on the principles of transparency and accountability, responded when those principles were challenged. The public outcry over the scandal was immediate and intense. Citizens across the country took to social media, expressing their outrage and demanding answers. The opposition parties, sensing a breach of trust, called for a thorough and impartial investigation. The demand for accountability was loud and clear. But how has the system responded? The Central Bureau of Investigation, the premier investigative agency in the country, was handed over the case. However, the investigation has been slow, and the progress lackluster. This has only added to the public's frustration, leading to further demands for swift and decisive action. In a democracy, accountability is not just an expectation, but a right. It's the mechanism through which we, the people, can hold our elected representatives to their promises and their duties. When this mechanism fails, it's not just an individual or a party that's at fault. It's the system itself that's under scrutiny. And so the demand for accountability in the Raphael scandal is not just about a defense deal gone wrong. It's about reaffirming our faith in the democratic process. It's about ensuring that those in power remember who they serve and why they serve. The Raphael scandal is a litmus test for our democracy. It's a call for us to introspect, to question, and to demand better. It's a reminder that in a democracy, the power ultimately lies with the people. And when the people demand answers, it's not just a right, it's a duty for those in power to respond. The Raphael scandal is not just about jets, it's about justice. And justice in a democracy begins with accountability. So what can we, as concerned citizens, do about the Raphael scandal? The answer is simple, yet powerful. We must demand answers and accountability. It's our right to know the truth about how our country's resources are being used and whether they are being used for our benefit or for the benefit of a select few. We must not let this scandal fade into the background. We must keep asking questions, keep seeking the truth. We must remind our leaders that they are accountable to us, the people of this great nation. This is not just about the Raphael scandal. It's about fighting against corruption and crony capitalism. It's about standing up against the misuse of power and the disregard for established procedures. It's about ensuring that every decision made by our government is in the best interest of our nation and its people. We demand a better India, an India that is free from corruption and crony capitalism. Thank you.